and welcome to Mlc Tv News. I am Fatima Yakub. The headlines. Kogi government visit Kaba Correctional Center after the prison break. NUG National President Chris Isiguzo commends Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello of his grand stride in infrastructure development. World Anti-Doping Agency WADA may reveal the use of cannabis by athletes. The main story. Kogi State government has promised to complete the construction of the popular Ganaja overhead bridge by December. The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Abubakar Ohere, gave the assurance during a visit of the National President of the Nigerian Union of Journalists to Kogi State on the occasion of 2021 Kogi NUG Press Week. The President, who was impressed at the level of work done, also commended the State Governor Yahya Bello's passion for improving infrastructure across the state.
Kogi State government has once again received a tap of encouragement from the National President of the Nigerian Union of Journalists. The National President, NUJ Chris Isiguzo, who was in Kogi State to attend the State NUJ 2021 Press Week, went on a tour to Ganaja, where the first state overhead bridge construction is ongoing. He commended the state government on the level of work done.
For a state that, when you look at the revenue base, especially from the point of view of federal allocation, Kogi is leading from the rear. Yeah. You know, Kogi is leading from the rear. And for them to be doing this, it simply goes to demonstrate prudent management of scarce resources. And you see so many other projects going on here and there, road infrastructure and all that. It's a very good one. I guess that's why the NUJ in Kogi State today recognize the Commissioner for Works. It is his ministry that is taking care of these projects, right? Yes. And that's a very good one. So I must have to congratulate him.
People within the state capital, Lokoja, also commended Governor Yaya Bello for embarking on massive infrastructural development, such as the bridge and hospitals, but called on the government to equally repair all other roads that connect to Lokoja, the state capital.
I know this government is a listening government. Take example, the one that is leading between here and Ganaja is an eyesore. A lot of accident happens. It's an eyesore. So we are pleading. Let the government come to our aid very quickly, like the way they are coming to our aid to help us alleviate the suffering of the masses by this flyover. It's a welcome development.
I ask my government, I beg, hey, may they need this road before this year, so that it go there easy for our body. First in history for this town, for you to see flyover, oh boy, no be small thing, no. In fact, I go even use my keke snap on top of this flyover. The flyover will make sense die.
The Commissioner for Works, Abubakar Ohere, has assured the people of the state government to in no distance time mobilize contractors to work on all roads in the state.
And as you see this one going on, the tackle to Paparanda is also ongoing. From Dunamis Junction through Federal University, we're also working. So we don't want to jam-pack the traffic situation in Lokoja. So these works are being segmented for delivery. But by the grace of God, we will have a chunk of this job commissioned by December this year.
He promised the Ganaja Bridge will be completed as earlier promised by the government.
I am still on my point that by the grace of God, Governor Yaya Bello will deliver this project by December this year.
In the same spirit, Kogi State is already building international standard hospitals across the state. Ify Thompson reporting for Mlc TV.
The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, the highest student body in the country, has described as a punctual the rapid transformation being witnessed in Kogi State Polytechnic. President of the student body, Asefun Sunday Dayo, made the commendation during a court visit to the institution. He also acknowledged the positive turnaround being witnessed in the institution.
The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has confirmed that the rector Usman Ogbo had in less than 2 years to transform the learning and social infrastructure of the school and has gone a long way to instill physical and administration discipline while restoring the confidence of the public in the incredibility of the school. The body went ahead to pass a vote of confidence on the school. The leader of NANS, Sunday Dayo, commended Yaya Bello for prioritizing security across the state.
Our schools in Kogi State, if the Kogi is not saved, be part of the North Central, schools will not be open. And I'm calling on other governors in the North Central, in the Northwest, where schools have been closed, to be more proactive in handling school security and the state security. Particularly, we are calling and we are asking for what we need. Our demand is nothing but we need a safe school. We want our students to have an access to education under a safe environment.
He urged other states in the country to emulate the passion and commitment of Governor Yahaya Bello in making learning conducive for students, adding that NANS is always ready to support such moves. The Kogi Polytechnic's Rector Usman Ogbo described the visit of NANS leadership as historic.
To us, cultism and other social vices have become a thing of the past on the campus of Kogi State Polytechnic. Mr. President, I want to thank you very much for this honor.
He highlighted the processing achieved in areas of learning, infrastructure, security, physical transparency, and others. Dr. Ogbo, who attributes all the feats achieved in the school to the genuine love of Governor Yahaya Bello for a quality education, says it wouldn't have been possible without the governor's support and free room to operate. Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for Mlc TV.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has reassured of his administration's commitments to forestall a reoccurrence of crime in whatever form, following the recent attack by armed men on the Medium Federal Correctional Center in Kaba. The governor, who was represented by his deputy, Edward Onoja, at the Correctional Center, who was there for an on-the-spot assessment to ascertain the level of damage caused on correctional facility. He was accompanied by the State Security Advisor, State Deputy Commissioner of Police, and Deputy Comptroller General, NCS. Recall that the attackers in their numbers arrived at the Correctional Center heavily armed and immediately engaged the guards in a fierce gun duel. The command's public relations officer, ASP Mohammed Jalegi, has confirmed the incident of abduction of the Emir of Bungudu, Zamfara State, Alhaji Hassan Atto, and an unspecified number of commuters along the Kaduna-Abuja highway. The confirmation is contained in a statement issued and made public by Nigerian news agency, NAN, in Kaduna. The statement reads, on the September 14 at about 3:10 p.m., the Kaduna Police Command received a tragic report on an attack and kidnapping incident around Dusa village along the Kaduna-Abuja road. An unspecified number of people were suspected to have been kidnapped, while 2 others sustained varying degrees of injuries and are currently receiving medical treatment. He said equally available information indicated that the Emir of Bungudu, Zamfara State, His Royal Highness Alhaji Hassan Atto, is among the people abducted to an unknown destination. Reports reaching the command indicated that the commuters were intercepted by the bandits, who fired shots at random before abducting their victims. He said operatives of the command were dispatched to restore normalcy in the area, as a result of which an officer paid the supreme price. Jaligi added that 4 vehicles were recovered from the scene, but the exact number of persons kidnapped was yet to be ascertained. He said the reinforcement team had been dispatched to the area with a view to rescuing the victims on hot. Kogi State, in preparation to hosting the 29th of Nigeria Media Merit Award 2021 NMMA for the first time, has raised to its full height in the Nigeria media industry by acknowledging her media giants. This is the first time Kogi State is hosting NMMA in the history of the global event, which holds between October 28 and 31st, 2021 in Lokoja, the state capital, and the 3 senatorial districts. The host governor is His Excellency Yahaya Bello, while the grand patron of the NMMA, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Notables of the veteran and giants in the industry in Kogi State are former MD of Daily Trust newspaper, Isaac Ajibola, founder and publisher of The Cable, Simon Kolawole, veteran broadcaster and former DG NBC NTA, Professor Tom Adaba, broadcaster, former president of NUJ and current senator of the Federal Republic, Senator Smart Adeyemi, and media aide to the Deputy Senate President, Lara Owoye Wise. Others are MD of this day newspaper, Eniola Bello, the Nation columnist and former chairman, editorial board of The Guardian, Professor Tunji Dare, Yakubu Muhammad of Newswatch magazine's fame, publishers of Premium Times, Dapo Olorinyemi, veteran journalist and former Sunday Times editor, Tunde Ikwemisho, TVC's director of news, Babajide Otitoju, CNN international correspondent, Tolu Olorunipa, and executive director of NTA, Vicky Olumudi. Also include our veteran NTA broadcast journalist and former president, Nawaj, Moji Mokonjola, CEO of Force Weekly magazine, Ekundayo Asaju, NTA veteran broadcaster and publicist, Ronke Bello, PhD, former editor of The Punch and immediate past provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Gbemiga Ogunleye, and Vincent Akomode of The Nation newspaper. Also, among the veteran are veteran broadcaster and former executive director, NTA, Eugenia Abu, broadcaster and former spokesman to First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan, Ayo Osinlu, chairman editorial board of Daily Times and Compass newspaper, Professor Ayo Olukotun, Sonia Oni of The Nation newspaper, veteran NTA broadcaster and the head of public relations, NSC, Rukia Zubairu, veteran journalist and aide to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Tunde Olusunle, and veteran broadcaster with NTA, Bosede Adebayo. The rest are editor-in-chief of the Blueprint newspaper and the former Kogi State Commissioner for Information, Hajia Zainab Sulaiman Okino, NTA veteran broadcaster, Joy Osiagu, Dr. Adebayo Folake of Fresh FM Radio 105.9 Ibadan, Lola Mediteni of Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan, Shola Ayegbajeje of Okin FM 105.7 Ibadan, a correspondent of The Guardian newspaper, Raf Omololu Agbana, CEO, The Gulf Scope Online, Duro Meseko, presenter and media consultant, Babajide Obafemi, presenter, This is Nigeria, NTA, Mayowa Olubiyi, leadership newspaper editor, Asiwaju Bode Badebo, Moyo Thomas of TVC, Edward Jato, owner of Jato FM Okene, and GM of Kogi Graphics, Dayo Thomas.
The Organized Youth and Leadership Development Network, also known as TOLD Network, has named 9 notable people as members of her board. TOLD, that is popularly known for her annual leadership boot camps that hold every January 2nd, is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Therefore, they need to have a structured system. The Director General, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, Mr. Babatunde Irukera, a renowned strategist, Erelu Ronke Bello, PhD, Ambassador Aina Olusiji, Engineer, Theophilus Dada, Dr. Mayo Wapemi, Dr. Busaya Agbana, Engineer Samuel Kayode Olorunshola, Mr. David Odofin, and Engineer Jeremiah Aloko. Disclosing the appointment, the CEO of TOLD Network, Mr. Sijuade Adeyeye, stressed that this new development will engender the smooth running of TOLD Network in order to achieve her aim. TOLD Network, since her inception in 2015, has been committed to raising excellent leaders which are dedicated to community development and nation building. The organization asserts that the government is not the only institution saddled with the responsibility of development. It is the collective contribution of individuals harnessing their gifts, talents, and skills while expressing excitement towards this milestone. Mr. Adeyeye stressed that TOLD Network has been consistent in organizing events that stimulate youths into taking responsibility and taking the lead wherever they find themselves. Hence, a need for an expanded impact approach towards orienting the minds in filling the big leadership gaps in our society today. It's about time we stopped analyzing what the government is doing or not doing right, and let us begin by acknowledging every good thing in us and impact our society with them. The vision of Toad Network states thus: to raise a network of excellent leaders committed to building the nation. Her mission: we are committed to raising leaders of excellence in every sphere of our society and for every sector of our economy by empowering the youths to create a community change. Her objectives are to develop the youths with correct mindset of leadership in character and competence, to help the youth realize their potentials and identity for maximum impact, to provide necessary information and resources for analyzing issues that affect young people's lives and environment, as well as strategize on ways to act as change agents in their communities and the nation at large, to work in partnership with existing organizations and individuals for collective community and national change. You're still watching Mlc TV News. We'll be right back.
Mlc TV Online is here for your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news. Choose Mlc TV. Get human interest stories right here on Mlc TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on Mlc TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on Mlc TV. Mlc TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. Mlc TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Now to our foreign news. South Korea military has confirmed that North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles across the East Coast. Japan's Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga has called on launch outrageous, saying it threatened peace and security in the region. It is the North Korea's second weapon test in recent days after the launch of a new long-range cruise missile. French Defense Minister Florence Parly has warned Mali against a deal with Russia private security group Wagner Army's claims that the country's military government is close to hiring 1,000 mercenaries. 2 French sources told AFP news agency that the Malian government was nearly a deal with controversial Russian firm, which would underline Moscow's growing influence in the region. Parly told the Parliamentary Commission that if the Malian authorities entered into a contract with Wagner, it would be extremely worrying and contradictory, incoherent with everything that they have done for years and they intend to do to support the countries of the Sahel region. And in sports, World Anti-Doping Agency WADA to review cannabis ban for athletes. World Anti-Doping Agency WADA has called for a scientific review into whether cannabis should remain a banned substance. Will be initiated next year. American track and field star Sha'Carri Richardson missed the Tokyo Games after testing positive for a chemical found in cannabis. An advisory group to the World Anti-Doping Agency will review whether cannabis should remain a banned substance. It comes after American track and field star Sha'Carri Richardson missed the Tokyo Games after testing positive for it. The scientific review will be initiated next year. WADA added that cannabis is currently prohibited in competition and will continue to be in 2022. Richardson tested positive for a chemical found in cannabis during the U.S. Olympic track and field trial in June, which wiped out her trial result. She was also given a 1-month suspension. The 21-year-old, who has been seen as a top contender in the 100-meter, has said she used cannabis to help cope with the death of her mother. The suspension sparked an outpouring of sympathy and calls for a review of anti-doping rules, including by the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. A man has been charged after a Met Police investigation into racist, anti-Semitic and hateful tweets identified by Chelsea FC. Nathan Black, 21, of Retford in Nottinghamshire, has been charged with 7 counts of sending by public communication network an offensive, indecent, obscene, menacing message, matter contrary to the Malicious Communication Act. The charges relate to 7 individual tweets sent over a period from February 5, 2020 to February 3, 2021. Blagg was charged by postal requisition and is due to appear at Westminster Magistrate Court on October 8. The investigation is being led by the Met Central Football Unit, who arrested Blagg in February 2021. Over to Matthias Ayodeji Peters on our entertainment news.
On our foreign entertainment news, the American singer John Legend has celebrated his wife Chrissy Teigen on their wedding anniversary. The music star took to his Instagram page on Wednesday, September 15, 2021, where he celebrated the mother of his 2 children on their 8th anniversary. He wrote, "It's our anniversary. I love you forever." Legend and Teigen got married in 2013 after meeting on the set of his music video for Stereo in 2007. The two has 2 children, Luna and Miles. In Africa, Nollywood actor Kanayo Kanayo celebrates 1-year anniversary of getting called to bar. The veteran actor recently took to his Instagram page to celebrate the important milestone, announcing to colleagues and fans that 15 September 2021 makes it exactly 1 year since he was called to bar. He also teases that many are going to see in weeks ahead the reason he decided to pursue law as a career. He wrote, "1 year at the Nigeria bar, to God be the glory. A test that will change the law and entertainment landscape. We hit you end of October. You will now know why I read law." Matthias Ayodeji Peter reporting for Mlc TV.
Thank you for watching MLC TV News. Join us tomorrow by 6:30 p.m. strictly online. For sponsorship and partnership, visit our social media pages: Facebook, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, Twitter, Mlc TV. I am Fatima Yakub, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our social media pages. Thank you.